Guys, I thought I would just get on real quick and share with you MIgardener is currently having a grab bag deal, so it's $10 for the grab bag plus shipping, and you'll get 30 packets of seeds. Obviously, any grab bags you know of, you don't get to pick what's inside. However, I just got it and I am super excited. My garden next year is going hopefully to be huge. So this will certainly help out. There are some things in here that I didn't think to get for myself. I wasn't really sure about them. So I'm excited to be able to try. So I'm going to just run through them real quick. Now, you know, just keep in mind that if you get it, it's probably going to be different. So just keep that in mind. I will also say that MIgardener seeds are all 99 cents a pack. So for 30 of them, I would have paid $30 for this, had not been the grab bag. And if you look here, if I can get it to focus. Okay, well, it does say that the seeds are packed for 2018 right there on the bottom. And all of the seed packets have their social media listed, a description, and obviously the, you know, the normal seed packet stuff and how to use it for most of them. So I am trying to get you a little bit more focused. There you have it. So as long as they're stored properly, I mean, they'll last for years, so that's not even a problem. First is these bachelor's button flowers. I was looking to get more flower beds in this year. Parsnips I have never grown. My carrots didn't do anything this year, so it was probably where I had them and the fact that the squirrels kept getting in that container. So I'm excited to try parsnips and carrots for next year for sure. If you saw any of my previous garden videos, you know that I had the Brandywine Tomatoes. These are the Brandywine Reds. I loved them. The flavor was great. This Bib Butterhead lettuce I did grow. This was a majority of the lettuce that I grew. It grows amazing. It tasted great. Also the early scarlet globe radish, I believe, was what I grew last year, along with another one. I can't remember the name. So I'm excited to have those again. This I probably will not be using. I don't think I'm that gardeny yet. So, it does say be patient with this one. It could take 3 to 4 years to produce anything, but I'm not sure. We kind of get really cold here in the winter, so we'll see. This plant is an edible flower. I do not want to say it wrong, so there you have it. This Bloomsdale long-standing spinach is what I grew last year, but I think I did something wrong. We never got anything out of it, but the plants were there. Sage, huge deal in my house. I use sage in a lot of my dishes, so I'm kind of excited to have that because an herb garden was something really important to me this year too. These purple coneflowers, I am very excited about them. I cannot get it to focus on the words, but you get the idea. I do still have some of those from last year too. So, summer squash, I am very excited about. I did want to do this and zucchini because I've never grown either one of them before. Kale as well. I have the red Russian kale and the Premier kale. So I'll definitely put aside some space for those. I've never started onions from seed, so I will be trying those. This red sales lettuce, I don't think I had any of these, so I was excited to see that. Poppies were a huge one on my list this coming year, so I'm very excited to have them already started. I'm really happy about that. This loofah gourd, my daughter was really excited about it because we can grow our own sponges. I don't know. I'm going to set aside like an experimental type garden off to the side of the house and just see how this does. The Connecticut field pumpkins, if you watched any of my garden videos before, you know that my pumpkin patch got sick and we only got one very tiny pumpkin before the patch had to be pulled out. It was the Connecticut field. I have watched videos, people that use these seeds had amazing results. Unfortunately for me, it was just, I didn't know what to do when they got sick, so we only got one little baby, but I am happy and proud of it. So these little birdhouse gourds, you can use them in crafts and things once you dry them, so I'm excited to see what happens with these. I had no expectations with most of this. I'll just try it and we'll see. I do still have marigold seeds from last year. The peat pots that I used ended up getting mold over them before the marigolds grew, so I just kind of scrapped those. So I do still have some marigold seeds from last year, and these beets, I love them. They look like targets. I did have a different kind of beet in my garden, but the cucumber plants got so big it just kind of devoured the row that I had. So I'll definitely be trying beets again in a different way in the spring. Watermelon, I heard it takes a lot of space and a lot of patience, so I think we might try this if I can find a spot big enough that it would be able to have its own kind of space and room and not be bothered. So I think that'll be fun though. Kids love watermelon. Valerian, I don't know how many of you know about essential oils, but Valor has valerian in it, I believe, and it is very useful for depression, anxiety, things like that. Here it does say that its roots, when dried, they produce a natural sedative used to cure hysteria, depression, and insomnia, and today it is used to ease muscle aches. So this is a very valuable plant, and I've been trying to learn more about different plants and kind of homemade, you know, remedies and things like that. So I'm definitely excited to try that. That was one on my list coming up. Mammoth Basil. I don't think you can ever have too much basil, so I'm excited about that. These Keuka Melons, I was so excited to see them in here. I think if I had to pick a favorite out of this whole bag, it would be these. They were huge on my list for the spring. It was one of the first things I said, I definitely want to have that in my garden next year, and I have an early start, so I'm excited to have that. Oh, if you know about my tomatillo plants, let's just call them trees. I planted way too many. They were delicious. They grew amazing. But they took over my whole garden. So we have a space reserved out there just for tomatillos for next year. And I won't be planting quite as many, but I am excited to have more seeds. I don't think you can ever have enough. These two, I have never heard of these kinds. They do both have the same description on the back, and they seem to be just a regular on the vine tomato, nothing super fancy or anything like that. So I have an Ace 55 and a Floridad. And they both, like I said, have the same description, so I'm excited for that. I do have big plans for a lot of tomato plants this year. Italian oregano, again, I want to do a lot of herbs, a lot of flowers and things like that, so the oregano would be a great start. And then I have Indian corn, so this is ornamental only. You cannot eat this, but it is beautiful. So I am going to try to grow that again this year. This year I had ornamental gem, glass gem, I believe it was. It did grow, but we planted it way late and we lost a lot of it due to squirrels and stuff. So we have a pretty big plot set out just for the corn this year. So that is my grab bag from the MIgardener for this year. I'm super glad that I got it. The shipping was so fast. I had ordered 3 things on that day and this one got to me first. And shipping is relatively cheap. So if you want it, go to the link below and grab yourself a grab bag and let me know what you got. Have a good day, guys. Bye.